I've got lots of stuff to talk about this week. I have lots of stuff to talk about every week. So two major things, meeting my dear roommates and starting school. I have 9 girls in my apartment. All the girls are Israeli and none of them speak English. So far everyone is really nice to me. They always make sure I understood what went on in class, and they keep reminding me that if I ever need a place for Shabbos, like I should come to them. I guess it's because I'm the new girl from Chutz La'aretz, and you know how every Israeli wants the whole world to live in Israel. But of course that doesn't bother me. Back in Mechila I had 2 awesome roommates, and the 3 of us were like really close. Apparently this is an anomaly among seminary girls. Like, I don't know, my friends from other seminaries, they told me that the relationships with their roommates had been to the extent of like good morning and good night, and that's it. Like, one of my biggest concerns about dorming again was about like my roommate, because I really lucked out last time and I didn't know how it would be this time. Like, it's important to me to be friends with my roommate. I'd actually been in email contact with my roommate for a while before coming to Israel, so it was cool to finally be able to meet her in person. Like, I really like her. Her English mamash sucks, and of course I offered to help her with that. She's gonna need it. They're all gonna need it. You know, so far so good with her. But actually, all is not perfect in DRS 7. There's this one girl, for some reason, I get this vibe that she just does not like me. Like, no, it's really not my imagination. Like, she disregards me when I'm in the room and like doesn't let me talk on the phone. No, seriously, listen to this. Okay, so after the first day of school, I came back to my apartment and like I was making myself supper in the kitchen. It was like around 6 o'clock, and at the same time I was talking to my father on the phone. And then this girl comes into the kitchen and asks me not to talk on the phone because my voice carries. Yes, people, it was 6 o'clock in the evening. I understand completely if it's like, 11:30, 12, and she wants to go to sleep because, I'm very respectful of other people's sleeping time. Like, I was so taken aback, like I didn't even know how to respond. Like, I don't know, I just don't get it. Like, it's weird for me. Like, aside from the fact that I've never met a person who doesn't like me. I mean, what's not to like? It's just that it's weird because every Israeli girl I've ever met, be it the girls from Mechila's Israeli program, or even all of my other DRA mates here at Machon Tel, like, they've all been genuinely nice and sweet. And like, it just seems like in Israeli nature is just to be kind like this. So you understand why I'm totally taken aback by the attitude of this one girl. Like, I'm dealing with that, I'm trying not to let it get to me, and we'll see what happens. Alright, my first week back at school after a 5-month vacation. Really the best part about being at school right now is that it gives me something to do, and it really distracts, it's been good at distracting me from homesickness. Like, all my academic classes are in Hebrew, and they're surprisingly easy to follow, like as long as I'm sitting in the front row. That's where all the English speakers sit, and there are quite a few of us. I think I discussed in one of my previous videos about how I was exempt from the summer courses, cell biology, intro to chemistry, and math. So basically, the cell biology teacher also teaches anatomy and physiology, and the chemistry teacher also teaches biochemistry. So yeah, these teachers didn't finish their teaching the summer material, so I really have not been in much science classes this week. Like, I get out of school at 2 or even 12 instead of 4:30. So that's been annoying because I don't have anything to do during that time and there's no homework yet. I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be disappointed to be let out of school early or complain that I want school to start. The teachers seem to be very accommodating for us English speakers. One of my DRA mates mentioned that it's probably because they want us to stay in Israel and they want us to have a positive experience. Like, for example, the anatomy teacher said that she'll give us our test in English. Like, we only asked her if we could bring in a Hebrew-English dictionary. Like, it's really unnecessary that she would go out of her way to translate the test for us, especially because she's not an English speaker herself. Speaking of English, almost every teacher reminds the class how important understanding English is, for the simple reason that the language of science is English. Like, all our reading materials in English, all like scientific vocabulary that we're going to learn in anatomy, physiology, etc. is in English. Like, not even transliterated into Hebrew letters. The poor Israelis were like totally freaking out after first anatomy class, dorsal, ventral, proximal, distal. Like, these are all English words that they're gonna have to memorize. I mean, I'll also have to memorize them, but I'm good at memorizing words that are in my mother tongue. We also have a certain amount of required hours of Limudei Kodesh. Like, 3 out of my 4 Midrash classes are in English, so Like, so far I'm enjoying my Mutual classes. I really miss learning Torah every day, but especially the English ones. It's really the only time I actually have the ability and confidence to express myself properly in class. I got to meet a lot of the other English speakers that they have in Machon Tal. Alright, so I suppose that's it for now. I feel so rude. I always talk about myself and never ask about you guys. So, everybody, please tell me, what have you guys been up to the last little while? Oh, wow, I've been here a month already. Can you believe it? Mamash insane.